Good morning, my dear students. I'm Sanjana Arora, your English teacher. Here I come with the next video. The video is on past tense now. My coming up videos will be on past tense, as the last few videos covered everything about the present tense. So let's have a look in this video and the slides. I'm going to show you the uses, the examples, and the rule of this tense. So the first tense in the past, the subdivision of the past tense again are the four parts. The first part is simple past tense, which will be discussed in this video. Let's have a look. Simple past tense. The rule says that subject plus verb second form plus object. In the simple past tense, students always remember that we use the rule that is subject plus verb second form. We use the second form of verb in this tense. We often use the simple past tense for the series of completed actions. Here in this pink one, it is written that a series of completed actions is there in the past. Like I visited my grandmother, stayed for 1 or 2 hours, right? So here they are saying that when the actions have been completed in the past, we use simple past tense. When we have the completed actions, like I went to Paris 2 days ago, so it is already being done, right? Once. So that is why the completed actions will be in the simple past tense. The next one, when the actions are there for the single period of time with the time expression, like he had a girlfriend for 3 years. My father talked on phone for 5 minutes. She chose to stay with her mother all day. So this is a single period of time. That is why we are using simple past tense. For the next simple past tense, the another rule is that when you have a habit, right? कोई ऐसी habit जो आपकी past में रही हो, so we can still use for that this tense. This is simple past tense that I always did my homework on time when I was a student. That was your habit in the past. So that is why they are saying that we use simple past tense in these all uses. Let's have a look on the next slide. Alright, the next slide is about the rules again. Like for the positive or affirmative, we use subject, and whenever the question comes or some exercise comes in that bracket, if it is written that B should be written, and the question it says that to mention in past tense or fill up it in past tense, then you must use was were. Okay, so like subject to be used के लिए we were friends, we weren't friends, they weren't friends. इसी का एक क्वेश्चन बन सकता है आपका, जैसे नॉर्मल वर्ब हो, जैसे टू बी मतलब वॉज वाले भी, इट इज अ सिंपल पास्ट टेंस वॉज वर. बट व्हेन वी यूज वर्ब like she worked yesterday, work is a verb, was is not a verb in that way. It is a helping verb, it is not a main verb. All right, so she did not work yesterday for the negative. Did she work yesterday? Question mark, interrogative. Base form is there, main verb is there, right? Was were is like be form of verb, that is a helping verb in this. Now the uses which I've already told, there are these few examples you can read. Like for the completed action, I saw a ghost last Friday. To describe the series, I finished my work, walked to the beach. For the habits, when I was young, I watched lots of television every day after school. Alright, now what I was telling you about the verbs, before I get into more detail of these tenses, one thing it should be clear in mind, and even in my last videos, I've cleared up like in your mind that you must know the conjugations. Conjugations are what? Conjugations are like the form of verbs. First form, second form, third form. Like here, if it is play is a regular form. Irregular is break. Why it is irregular and why play is regular? Because when you say play, the second form is played, the third form is played again. But in irregular, we have break, broke, broken. The all three forms are different, irregular. But here in this regular, you have another two, not the first one, but second form and third form are same. Like walk, walked, walked. But run, ran. Yes, run. Again, it can be possible. Where you put ed at the last regular, where you change the whole, work, like verb or the word, like different spelling is there, like break, broke spelling is different, break spelling is different, the verb is entirely different, and we can of course understand that this is a second form of verb. So this is the difference between this regular and irregular verbs. Talk, spill, pinch, want, listen, jump, walk, play. These are the few verbs which you can say that these are the basic form of verbs which you should know. Listen, listen, listen. Jump, jumped, jump. Walk, walked, walked. Play, played, played. Regular forms of verbs. Let's move on to the next form of past tense. Past continuous tense. Alright, it is used when the actions are overlapping. When two actions are taken simultaneously, like I was walking to the station when I met John. Meeting John and walking to the station, two actions were taken, right? But one action has been with past continuous, another with simple past tense, right? Some past habits also, like I constantly sing, always, forever, constantly. कोई past habits भी आपकी हो जो आप कुछ time तक करते रहे हो, past continuous tense. Emphasizing on the length of action. I was working in the garden long day. When you have to emphasize the length of action, how long the action has been taken. Again, the past continuous tense. And when there is a story background, that when I was sitting, the bird was singing, the sun was rising. So that was the background actions that were taking. Like when I met John, the trains were moving on the tracks, the people were walking on the platform. So these are the background actions which were taken, which were happening there when the actual action was taken. The next slide is about was and were, which share about the information where was and were can be used. I, he, she, it. Of course was. We, you and they. Plural, we use were. For question marks or interrogative, were and was will be in the place of object, as you know how to frame an interrogative sentence. The another one is like we can sometimes start with WH words also, like where did you go? Right. So you can use where were you people? So you can use WH family for interrogative sentences. Alright, now I hope the concept might be clear, but for better understanding of the both the tenses, I make a comparative chart to make you understand about the difference between past, that is simple past, and past continuous. Let's have a look on the next slide. Alright, with this time graph, I can show you that when I was reading, like you can have a look in this graph. The sentence says, like when I was eating a dinner, like I was eating a dinner when he called me the last night. He called me at 7:15, but I was taking it. Sorry, he called me at 7:15. I was taking a dinner 6:30 to 7:30. Right. So that was happening at that time. The past tense. He called me. That was specific, simple past tense. When he called me last night, I was having a dinner. So with this time graph, you can see the first one. The first star says that thing was happening when he called. And when he called, 7:15. So 6:30 to 7:15, what he was doing? He was having his dinner, right? So when the actions, these two, I'm talking about the simple past and past continuous, जब दोनों एक साथ चल रहे हो, ठीक है? So the action which was happening past continuous, which happened simple past. For more like clearance, again I'm showing you the comparative chart. Simple past tense, you use this rule which says the regular verb like subject plus second form. Here you use was, were plus verb first form plus ing. Here the action is finished, but here there is some action which was going on for the long time. Time markers like yesterday, the day before yesterday, last week, last month, last year, 2 days ago, 3 days ago, 3 weeks ago, when. These are the time markers for simple past. You can identify it simply. Then these words are there, simply use simple past tense. But when we use when and while, you use past continuous. Few examples like my mother went to grocery shop yesterday. I was studying when my friends called me. Before that, when? Past continuous. I really hope, students, the concepts might be clear with you in your mind. In fact, for better understanding, you can contact me, you can WhatsApp me the queries, and I hope you like my video. Keep watching the coming up videos for better understanding of the concepts and the grammar skills. I hope I'm helping you in brushing up your grammar skills and building up a good language skill in you. Thank you so much, students, for patience listening and watching the video. I really love you all. Thank you so much.